Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinda.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.
Yes, indeed, folks. I'm excited. It's going to be a great show today, folks. Just want to show the love. Feedback is on the air. WHPR TV 33. This is the last week of February, which means it's the last week of Black History Month. And we are going to have one of the hot shows to end the month today. Just want to thank you for tuning in, whether you're tuning in on, World Wide Web, if you're turning in on Facebook. I'm going to be sending it out to everybody streaming live. And it's going to be a good thing. 15.2 on your regular TV. I know Mr. Eric Scott, the barber out there watching, he always checks us out. So it's going to be great. Today, folks, Miss Broughton is not feeling well today. So she took a break, which is a good thing. Sometimes you need a break. So put your prayers out there for Sister Theo Broughton and let her know that you're thinking about her and you love her. That's what we all about, family right here. And that's important. That's a good thing. Well, today, I'm going to end this show in this month with a guest. I'm telling you, we're going to do a phone interview with the head of the first and the oldest independent African Center School in the United States of America. This brother here, this is a copy of their 50th anniversary brochure from back in 2018. So they've been around 56 years, folks, since 1968. The Ujamaa Shule over on 8th Street in Rhode Island in Washington, D.C. in the Shaw neighborhood. Oh, my goodness, folks. Historic land site there. Beautiful building. And they need to make some repairs. So they've been trying to raise some money. So I've been helping them. And you see all this stuff you see here is going to be part of helping them raise more money. So that's what it's about. And today, I'm telling you, I got books, T-shirts, a little bit of everything. I want at least 6 people to join Hood Research while I'm on the air today. I want you to call in and say, I'm paying my dues. I want to become a member of Hood Research. If you're already a member, say, well, you know what, I got to re-up. Even if you re-up in your dues, you're going to get something. Whether or not you're doing the $20 as an individual or you're doing, let's say, the $40 as a business. Let's say you want to do the lifetime individual, $300. You're going to get some real nice stuff from me because I always got goodies. And business, lifetime, $500. Come on in, join Hood Research. I see we got a call from one of our esteemed Hood Research members, lifetime member. I'm telling you, Mr. James Ford is on the line. Let me catch him. I see calling in early this morning. Let's get him on the show.
Oh, Mark.
Good morning, Brother James Ford is here. How you doing this morning, sir?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time because I know you got your people calling in from the bank, but I'm going to make this very, very clear and straight.
Take your time. Take your time, Mr. Ford. Take your time.
I want to say hello to Theo, she's home sick, Al, Henry, Thabiti, Tawana, and Vera, the whole Hood Research team and members. But I have some good announcements to make, and really it's about what's going on with the red light in Detroit.
Okay.
The governor and people around her has said we can come up September 18th and announce and talk about what we want to try to do concerning this issue of red light running and drag racing.
That's a good thing.
And I tell you this, it will be very nice for people to take this very seriously because you might not get this opportunity again. as I said, there are 20,000 accidents in Detroit a year.
Wow.
10,000 are at intersections. There are 156 people killed a year. That's
Wow.
3 dying every weekend. And it's due to blatant red light running and drag racing.
And not only
So-
that, it affects our insurance rates. They just keep
Yeah.
going up.
Right. Our insurance rates are higher than anybody in the country.
Yep.
Now, everybody likes to talk, and as David Ruffin said in one of his records, talk is cheap. We're not going to have to talk. We will be before senators and the legislatures on the state capitol grounds. We have been allotted this area. It's either Detroiters going to have to step up or get ran down. We will have buses to go to Lansing September 18th. I would hope that everyone, business owners, everybody else get involved. If you have a family reunion or something planned for that's on a Wednesday, so it probably won't affect a family reunion. But kind of put this aside and let's get up there. Everybody's got some skin in the game.
Yes, sir.
Your cousins, your relatives, your mother, your father, children are in these cars. And children are in the cars of some of them running the red light.
I know.
If 200 cars run red lights a week, you got to believe there's at least 40 kids in some of those cars that's in violation.
Mm-hmm.
So children are in those cars. So September 18th.
Now, what day is
will be
September? What day is that?
September
What
to remember.
what day does that
That's
fall
on a
on, Mr.
Wednesday.
Ford?
That's on a Wednesday.
On the wind. Okay.
And it will be, we will have buses. That has been not been announced yet, what bus or what company is going to serve us, but we need to get up there. Now, this is not about I could have made this better, and I think I can do a better job than what they're doing. You will be able to do whatever you want to do September 19th because you will have witnessed and been a part of something very important. If you want to improve on it in the time allotted after. But now, we've got to set that date aside. There is no way that you should set back and not go because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by going up there. Now, I'm going to give you a little analogy to look at. I'm actually I'm in Detroit now, but I was in Florida the last month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
The immigrants and the people that are coming from the other countries over here are sneaking in. Now, down in Florida, that is totally against what the governor is saying they can do.
Right.
They are going against what he's saying, and they're bringing people in buses. They're bringing them in the back of cars. They're making beds. They're doing whatever they can to help their own. Now, their governor is against them. Our governor is with us, and we're going to pass up this opportunity? It don't make sense. So September 18th, either step up or get ran down because they running these red lights like nobody's business. Now, I'm going to finish this up. Anybody can call me that wants to join in or whatever or straight their opinion. We're going to need whatever you can offer to help us in this endeavor.
Now,
But-
do you still want those letters to go to that email?
Yes, I want. Yes, I've been out of town. I haven't been able to circulate those letters, but I still need all of those. I want to lay 1,000 letters on the governor's desk the day before September 18th.
Now, get that.
And I hope that I have hundreds of people getting off buses, driving cars. You can get there any kind of way you want. But I will tell anybody, don't try to be an armchair quarterback the day after, talking about what you could have did and what didn't happen. It's incumbent upon you to take accountability of yourself and get there. Now,
Well-
the other thing is this right here. We're inviting people from the suburbs, all races, nationality, whatever, to join in with it, because I've been all the way from the Mackinac Bridge to Miami, Florida. 75 runs that far from the Mackinac Bridge to Miami, Florida.
Yep.
They're doing this everywhere.
I know.
This is not only in Detroit. We would just be the first city that steps up and say we had enough.
Well, let me say this for you. Continue,
Go.
Mr. Ford, because I want people to understand this gentleman has been doing this work for at least the last 3 years. And he wants, you got to have people that inside their heart, they like, look, things got to be better. And that's what Hood Research is about, folks. We have people involved with the group. It's not just a think tank. We do other things out here. We get involved with the community. Legislation is involved here. Things of this nature. This man has worked so hard. Now, he is about to set up a meeting where we're going to meet with the governor of Michigan because of his hard work and his time. Now, like I said, to get involved, you can do things like send a letter to the email. What's that email address again, Brother Ford?
Detroit Red Light at gmail.com.
Now, is it red
Detroit
lights
Red Light
or just
at
red light?
gmail.com.
Okay.
And if you send an email, make it real short, because people don't like to read long stuff. Make it short. Make it short and to the point, because they won't read everything if it's long. Just express your concerns, and I can lay 1,000 letters on the governor's desk. But you might get some feed. More likely, we're going to be successful. We would just be the first city to stand up. They're doing this in Miami. They're doing it in Louisville, Kentucky, Nashville. It's a complete disrespect of the law, and it's starting with the traffic light.
Mm-hmm. Now,
we will be the first city to stand up.
Well, definitely, because we got the best people right here in Michigan, especially in Detroit. But I'm going to tell the people, when you see somebody run a red light, what I want y'all to do is send an email to Detroit Red Light. It's not an S on the end of it. It's just Red Light, REDLIGHT, at gmail.com.
It's Detroit Red Light, LIGHTS, yes.
Oh, it's got an S on the end?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, see. We got to get that right now. Okay. Folks,
okay.
It's Detroit Red Lights with an S. I had it wrong. Okay.
But that's okay.
But I want them to do this, Mr. Ford, because I'm going to send another letter in, because I know I've sent one in. I'm going to send another one in.
I got that one, so maybe you made it.
Well, I'm just saying I'm going to send another, because this is what I want the people to do. Because people, when they go to writing letters, they don't know what they want to write. Write down where you saw somebody run a red light. Say, I was in 2 in the morning and somebody ran a red light at Linden and Myers. Because I'd go down Myers late at night, about 2 in the morning after work, coming from my mother's house, and people just go through them. They don't even think about stopping. They just run through them red lights, Chicago and Myers, Linden and Myers. Now, the only one you don't want to run on Myers is that one at Grand River, because it's a 3-way. And a friend of mine got killed at that stop about 10 years ago. And he was on a motorcycle, and the cat just ran through that cross part there. I think it's Schoolcraft coming across.
Yeah.
Fullerton, I think that is. And man, it's crazy out here, folks.
Well, the thing is we got to put an end to it. But I'm going to just end this by saying everybody got some skin in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because they got relatives here.
Mm-hmm.
And your relatives, when they come here, they don't know how to drive. So how can you invite your relatives into a city of where they may get, actually, I call it assassinated.
Right. It's like
So
Mad
I'm going to
Max
let you
out
go,
there.
Mark. Thanks a lot. They can call me at 586-918-3061.
Folks, that's Brother James Ford. Get that number again, Mr. Ford.
586-918-3061.
All right. I'll get the folks the number again during the show.
Just everybody got some skin in the game. That's when they hang up the phone. When I hang this phone up, just remember, everybody got some skin in the game.
Well, we're going to have you on every month to at least update everybody, because we got till September. So
well, we got to work, though.
We going to work.
You. Thank you.
Folks, I'm telling you, that's Brother James Ford, the progenitor of the Obama weekend. He's been doing good work for a long time. And when you get those Hood Research packages, It's a nice article in there about Mr. Ford from the Detroit Free Press from a few years ago. So I'm telling you, people at Hood Research, they get things done. And they don't waste any time getting it done. And we, of course, the great thing about Hood Research is we partner with other organizations. We got the Detroit Food Co-op about to be opening that beautiful co-op supermarket over there on Woodward and Euclid in May. They're cutting it ribbon, and it's going to be great. We are members of the co-op. That's what it's about. All of these incredible coalitions coming together, get things done. That's how you do it. Now, once again, folks, like I said, today we're going to have one of the greatest men who I was right there in the middle telling you guys, this brother here, Dr. L. Singingak Zulu. He is the founder and director of the Ujima Shule, founded in 1968. I'm telling you, you're going to hear from this man. Great man. I always talk to him when I need information on things. I spoke with him the day before I did my speech on Imani faith over at the historic King Solomon Baptist Church. First day of the year this year for the Kwanzaa celebration that Hood Research puts on every year. And he talked a long time. And matter of fact, on the 50th anniversary, they had Dr. Maulana Karenga there as a speaker. Man, I'm telling you, been doing such great work in D.C. I was blessed to go to Howard University, and man. And the thing about it is, your family is so important. We don't realize how many people we connected to. I had a cousin, Alphaeus Hunton Jr., man, one of the executive directors on the Council of African Affairs. He taught at Howard University. He was assistant dean. And I'm telling you, one of my cousins wrote a book about him, and it's on my page. And The Unsung Hero is the title of the book. And so many people that worked in the civil rights movement, we all connected to somebody that did something in the civil rights movement, especially if you're from Detroit, because, boy, we were involved heavily in what needed to be done. And I think what we got to do is get back. I think what we lost is that activist spirit collectively, because that's the collective part of all of this. You can't do it as an individual. You got to do it as a huge collective group of people like-minded and really ready to make moves and get going on things, because we somehow got away from the collective piece and got onto this from activism to materialism piece, and that ain't doing us no good. It didn't somehow bastardize who we are. And, they out here making fun of our culture. I saw something on TV where Donald Trump got some gold gym shoes or some old foolishness. And they were talking about how the black folks somehow this is going to endear him to black people because we love gold gym shoes. Come on, folks. I mean, they literally mocking who we are out here. They making fun of us. And, I mean, come on. That's just disgusting that we allow this, This is why you got to support shows like this, stations like this. Brother R.J. Watkins, out of the family of people that opened WGPR TV 62 back in the 70s, one of the first black-owned TV stations in the country. We ain't doing nothing but first down here. And that's what's important. That's why I want 6 people to join. Just call me on my phone if you have to. I'll bring the stuff to you. Just cut the check, Hood Research, or have the cash, put it in an envelope, because we're still working on the website where you can go to the website and do things. I'm not a fan of that Cash App thing, but I'm sure we'll figure out something. They already hacked it once or twice now. I'm just not fond of that stuff. You know what to do. Cut a check, have some cash, credit card. That's what we're going to do for the website. You can be able to put it on your card. And I will bring you some of these books here, because I'm telling you, I got the goodies. Look at that one. That's one of the goodies right there. The United Independent compensatory code system concept. A compensatory counter-racist code. This is Neely Fuller right here, folks. This is the man who taught Dr. Francis Cress Welsing what, to look for with this white supremacy racism piece. You get this book if you join as a business at the $40 level, because that's a heavy one right there. I want business people to do that one. Of course, you join Brother Anthony Brogdon. You're going to get the Black Business book. And he's a partner with us. Great thing. Over 200 facts with emphasis on the history of black business in America, 1800s to 1960. You get that. Just come on in as a regular member, $20. Folks, you remember Max Robinson, ABC anchor, nightly news in the 70s. First black man to do that. Here's his brother, Brother Randall Robinson, The Debt. This was a classic. If you don't have this in your library, just join Hood Research, $20 level. You get The Debt. What America Owes to Blacks. A tour de force, heartfelt and impassioned. Emerge Magazine said that. Matter of fact, I should have brought my Emerge Magazine with Marion Barry on the cover. I had an article in that particular issue, and Brother Dr. Baba Zulu, him and Marion Barry go way back. This man knows everyone. We're going to do a video. He's going to send me a video. They're going to do a documentary on Baba Zulu, and he got me send me a preview of what they expect. So we're going to run that, and then we're going to talk with one of the great ones, folks. I'm telling you, a beautiful thing. These two guys here are friends of mine. Okay. Now, I got to go on down to Texas and sit down with this brother, Dr. Tommy J. Curry, the man not. If you're a black man today and you over 30, you need this book. Race, Class, Genre, and the Dilemmas of Black Manhood. Black manhood is under siege, folks. This man explains a lot of what's going on with this, what we call battle of the sexes. Black women versus black men, black women, all of this stuff, all this foolishness. Man, we got to deal with that stuff. And, of course, good friend here. I done sat down with him in Washington, D.C., and when I saw the title, I knew I had to meet this guy, Reginald Williams, folks. I'm going to have to pick up some more copies. I had picked up about 15. I gave them out to some of the guys out here that's making moves, not just in Detroit, but all across the country. I was sending the book to people in Los Angeles. Brother Jabari Jumain, I got to get in touch with him, doing great work down there in Los Angeles. Oh, my God, it's incredible how much work people are doing. But we coming up near the break, but a marginalized voice, heavy piece. Somebody calling in real quick. I'm going to take them real quick. Shouldn't take long. Let's see what we got here. I guess I just lost him. Who are we speaking with? Did we lose him? I think we lost him. That's all right, caller. Call us back after about the 10 o'clock hour, because we're going to have Baba Zulu on for that 30-minute clip, and we going in heavy. But if you want to get one of these pieces and want to join Hood Research, call me direct. Mark Cummings at 313-510-1250. Once again, that's Mark Cummings, 313-510-1250. Directly line. I'm one of the Hood Research guys that handle membership duties, and I want people to understand, when you join Hood Research, you're going to get something with you. You ain't just going to pay $20. You're going to get books. You're going to get all kind of things that's connected to black business people. And matter of fact, make a $100 donation to the Shule. Just make a check out to Ujima Shule. This is a signed copy, folks, of their 50th anniversary program. And I'm telling you, that's Baba Zulu right there, man. Come on, man. I said Baba Zulu, and here's his signature right there across there. Yeah, man, the founder and director, Oji Mashule, the oldest folks. I used to help out around there with another friend of mine, Brother Diop Bankole, and we were young college brats, but we cared about our community. And once I found out I had relatives that were in the movement, it's just automatic. And that's how it is. All right, Brother Tim, take us to a break, baby. I love this show. Feedback. Indeed.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist, a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime! It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Wallman here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the chew germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of These Nuts in a theater near you.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Feedback. Feedback.
The sacrifices made by Dr. Zulu have been unbelievable.
I'm just wondering if people in this room understand, one, that people should be expected to get beaten, they should expect to spend in jail, and they should expect possibly somebody to get killed.
Baba Zulu should be complimented, should be put in high esteem, because I don't know if I have the gut to go through what I see Baba Zulu go through on a daily basis.
He could have been killed a couple of times during the stuff he done, but he's still here because of God's ancestors have helped him.
He did not go into electoral politics. He did not go into corporate America. He stayed the line in building an independent institution.
I am Dr. Baba L. Senzin Gakulu Zulu, founder and director of Ujamaa School and the father of Independent African School in the USA.
I see Ujamaa as a core piece of the puzzle for African people.
Institutionalized racism is still very strong, and it's still targeting our young people.
If Ujamaa didn't exist, we'd be missing a great number of scholars who are out here working and fighting for our liberation. A lot of the freedom struggle in Washington, D.C. is tied directly to Ujamaa.
So we ask our ancestors to continue to give us guidance and understanding, and let us move forward with this spirit that we have during Kwanzaa throughout the year, that we are not only supposed to celebrate Kwanzaa and live Kwanzaa just for those 7 beautiful days, but 365 days out of the year. Help us to bridge the gap between Africans born in America and our African brothers and sisters from the continent of Africa. You go. Yo.
Love your sisters and your brothers so we can be free, we can be free.
Yes, indeed, folks. We are so blessed today. On the line, we have the director and the founder of the oldest independent African-centered institution in the United States of America, Dr. L. Senzin Gakulu Zulu. Baba Zulu, say hello to our viewing and listening audience.
How you doing? I'd like to say Habari Gani. I'm saying hello to you, Habari Gani, my brothers and sisters, my African brothers and sisters. Very pleased to be with my brother here.
Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, they just saw the video. Man, civil rights icon. People don't understand. It was a lot of people involved with this civil rights movement. We wanted to fight injustice and inequality. Where did it begin for Baba Zulu?
Well, it began when I was in college. I left a small town in Tennessee, going away to college thinking I'm going to party and all that, but my life changed about when I got to Tennessee State. I met John Lewis, I met Reverend Smith, and I met Diane Nash and some other brothers and sisters too.
Okay.
So, it was really a no-brainer, Robert, because we noticed that our brothers and sisters, elderly, could not stop at no restaurant, buy tea or coffee, and neighbors tired. So we felt that it was unfair. So we started demonstrating
until we brought him down to our knees, you know.
Yes, sir.
Brother named Freddie Leonard, myself, and about 10 or 12 other students constantly participated until Nashville opened up the place. And that's also when I met Dr. Dean. We began to work together, you know, through the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Right. And then later on, I went on a freedom ride with Jim Foreman Corps in Mississippi, where the bus drivers of the Greyhound bus at that time had informed us when we was crossing the state line in Mississippi. But before then, though, the bus was bombed in Anniston, Alabama. John Lewis and myself and some other brothers and sisters were trying to get off the bus, but the European held the door, wouldn't let us out. And
you said they bombed the bus?
Yeah, both on it. Anniston, Alabama, brother. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. Now, how old were you guys at this time?
Must have been like 18, 19 years old. But moreover, Bob, we thought we was going to die because the white boys was holding the door, wouldn't let us out the door. And we was on our knees crawling and smoke was everywhere and we thought that was it. But then someone said the bus was going to blow. So the white boy moved away and we was able to run out of the bus. And there's a brother named Bob B. who was the first one off the bus. Some white boy busted him in the head with across his eardrum with a baseball bat, man, and messed him up for life.
Wow.
Then we ran to the doggone post office, and the post office wouldn't let us in. The white people was holding the door, wouldn't let us in. And then, of course, after the time that Dr. King and Whitney Young and Roy Wilkerson, they all said that the ride was too dangerous. We should stop the ride. But Stick said if we stop the ride, we defeat the purpose. So we rode on into Mississippi. And we were testing the segregation of the bus of African people sitting in the back of the bus rather than sitting where they wanted to sit. They had already passed the law, but the government did not enforce it. But Jim Foreman, of course, said we got to enforce it all. So when we got to Mississippi, we went into the so-called white waiting room. And the policeman said we can't go in there, and we said that you breaking the law yourself by not letting us in here. Then they arrested us on breach of the peace and sent us to jail, Parchman Penitentiary, in a cell, but there's 2 beds and a toilet and a sink, and it was a maximum security unit where they would take people to before they execute them.
Oh, my goodness.
Parchman Penitentiary. And so we got out of jail, to myself and Diane Nash, James Bevel, and Paul Brooks, and Catherine Brooks, and Bernard Lafayette. We stayed in Jackson. We created the SNCC office in Jackson, Mississippi. That's when we started working on borders registration. And we would go out to teach people how to read and write, because one of the reasons why people weren't able to vote as well as the discrimination, heavy discrimination, was because they couldn't read and write properly. Wow. So after we taught people how to read and write, now we couldn't teach in the church because they would bomb the church.
Wow.
So what we did, we took a blackboard in the woods in a cotton field on a Sunday, put on our overalls, and we got on the truck and pretended we was cotton pickers.
Oh, wow.
And that's how we met Fannie Lou Hamer. He was one of the people who wanted to become a registered voter and learn how to read and write. So we took 10 or 12 people at a time, and they thought they were going out in the woods and urinating or whatever, but we did that until the people were able to become going to read the Constitution of the Mississippi. They had to interpret the Constitution, and sometimes they would have to count marbles in a jar. How many marbles in a jar? You know, you can't know the number of how many in the jars.
And people don't, you know, Baba, I just want to say, people don't realize what we had to go through, how many roadblocks they threw in front of us, didn't want us to vote, didn't even want us to be a part of this system.
How about that like that? Not only that, but as African people born in America, you know, we build this country.
Yes.
We build this country, brother. And then they want to kill us as you speak now. They still trying to kill some black brother or black sister in the street. Mm-hmm. And so we decided to take Fandor Hamer and a group of people in Ruleville, Mississippi to downtown to come register voters. And they didn't want to. The white boy who was supposed to be in charge wasn't there. The lady didn't want to give us the papers, but we forced her to give us the papers, and they registered, and we took them home. On the way home, we were on a white bus. The police stopped us and arrested the driver because they said the bus was supposed to be yellow, not white. So they arrested the bus driver. And we were sitting on the side of the highway and trying to decide what we're going to do. So I got in the driver's seat and took her by the home. And then Fannie Hamer told us next day that the white boy named Mr. Marlowe, who was in charge of this plantation, told us that, Fannie Lou, you came out of that house, I want to talk to you. Fannie said she started not to come out, but she decided to go back on the porch, and then she said to him, Mr. Marlowe, you lied to me. You said that we did not have the right to vote. And she decided that she was to walk back in the house. She said, Fannie, don't walk away from me. I want you to go back downtown and take your name off of the book. Then about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, the fans came through, shotgun and shooting in the house.
Wow.
But so they hit the husband, but no one, she had 2 or 3 children in the house, but no one was hurt. So next day, Dr. Aaron Henry of Mississippi was very active back in the day. Simply took off the farm, and she was involved in the movement until she passed in 1977. She became the chairman of the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, along with many others.
Yep.
And I stayed in Mississippi for a while. Then I went back to Tennessee State University. And we had the 64 summer project, and I went back down. We had an exclusive, intense program from Voters Registration and Direct Action. And while I was down there before, I was going to Laurel, Mississippi, and I was arrested when we organized the SNCC office there, when James Double died naturally 2 years earlier. And when I went back to Laurel, Mississippi, I was arrested for old charge because I was going through the so-called white waiting room. And also I mentioned that at that time, people were really scared of the Freedom Riders. They would not speak to you or let any European see you talking to us, because what happened, they would, if they had jobs, they would lose their jobs.
See?
And so, anyway, speeding back forward, 64. So I was arrested, and they put me in an old jail cell where they had a big hole in the wall. And I noticed that. But one of the things we did do different at that time, okay, we invited as many people as possible to come to Mississippi with this voters registration and direct action. And a lot of white children came down. In fact, we did that because we knew the FBI would protect the European children. We had a lot of congressmen children, senator children. So the FBI came down that time to protect the European, but not us.
Wow.
But because we were mixed together, they had to find to protect us too. So after I was placed in that jail that night, I heard all this commotion outside, man. I knew there was the Klansmen coming for me. Wow. I got up in the bed in the corner, and then I heard a brother by the name of Jimmy Garrett, who I took with me back down to Mississippi. He was calling my name. I was trying to think, who was this calling my name? But it was the FBI and Jimmy Garrett. They found me. So they took me back to the regular jail cell, one of the straw balls in the jail. Said, man, why don't you go through that hole and break out? He said, but if you had gone through it, James was going to shoot you with that rifle that the boss instructed to do, so you would have been dead. I said, man, I was not a criminal. I wasn't going through the hole. When we go to jail, we go to jail to fill up the jail. That was our philosophy during that time.
How about that? Battle, folks. That's what I talk about. You got to be battle tested out here. You guys were young folks out there battling for the rights that people have today. But you wanted more for your people.
Yes, sir, Mom.
And you went on to found this Ujamaa School. Now, what got you into the African-centered piece?
Well, Baba, we did a lot of studies, and we was invited by Ghana to come to Ghana. And after that, Baba, we learned who we really were, man. It's actually a shame, my brother, that they don't teach African history in the public schools to let the people know who they really are. Yes. They don't want to know who. They do not want them that us know who we really are. We're the first people on the face of the earth, my brother. We are the chosen one, my brother. And African people, we have been existing for millions of years, and many people don't know that. We don't know about how great we are. Yes. That's why a lot of brothers feel that they're going to die at an early age because they don't know who they are. They have no feeling about themselves, have no thoughts of loving themselves. And so when we created the Ujamaa School, we found out before that the public school was not teaching our children correctly.
Yes.
And once our schools started preschool through high school, first class, our system is completely different from the public school. We teaches, of course, all of the things that the European teaches in the public school, but we teach with through the eyes of Africa, education with African culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we teach African culture and African history.
Mm-hmm.
Creative arts, world history, language arts, advanced mathematics, advanced science, foreign language, teach Swahili and Zulu. We have African dances and drumming, manhood training and womanhood training for our children.
Yes.
Martial arts, capoeira, annual science fair, annual health fair, fall festival, Moja Karamu, Kwanzaa celebration, of course, every year. And we do not celebrate any European holiday. We celebrate on our African holidays, like Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Chimjep Cheptu, Imhotep, Queen Nzinga, Yao Santuwa. So our brothers and sisters know who we are and know what we have created and developed.
Mm-hmm. Now,
so they can feel good about themselves. They got to do term papers on these leaders.
Now, I know I was watching one of the interviews a gentleman did with you before, The school was founded on the 4th of May, 1968.
Yes, sir.
And you guys started out in just one room.
Yes, sir, Bob. We started out with one room, about 3 or 4 blocks from Howard University. And then we was able to move into a larger building. It really had about 60 rooms in it. We've been trying to renovate it, keep the system, keep the government off of us, DC students, and the developers. That's what we're trying to do now. Raise funds so that we can fix this building up to keep them off of us.
Yes, yes. And I'm telling you folks, some of the videos showing while we speaking here, Baba Zulu. Beautiful school if you're ever in Washington, D.C. 8th and Q right there near Rhode Island and 8th Street Northwest in the Shaw neighborhood. Now, the Shaw neighborhood is historic. Baba Zulu, everybody knows. I mean, you got right there, you got the Carter G. Woodson Center right across the street from the school.
Yes, sir.
And Zora Neale Hurston lived in that neighborhood. The Congressman Walter Fauntleroy was a congressman for a long time, D.C. And house was right there across the street. Folks, it's a historic neighborhood. If ever you in D.C., you got to visit and be a part of that. Now, I know you and the former mayor, the great Marion Barry, used to be roommates, huh? Okay, well, we got a little feedback there. Okay, Baba Zulu, can you hear me? Okay. Baba Zulu, we can you hear me? No, you can't hear me now. Well, it looked like there you go. Baba Zulu.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it looked like we lost you there for a while. There was something going on the phone, but you're back, so that's the beautiful thing. I was letting the viewers and listeners know that you and Marion Barry were good friends and roommates there for a while, a long time.
Yes, sir. Well, we lived together for about 3 years, and he was director of SNCC in the city until he got a grant from the government and decided to create some other things. And he created Pride Incorporated, and then he ran for a school board. He became chairman of the school board. Then he ran for city council, became chairman of the city council, then decided to run for mayor. And before he left SNCC, he said, Baba Zulu, the FBI closing in on us. They're gonna destroy us, and you should come with me, But I couldn't. We don't accept any corporation funds, Baba, nor government funds.
Right.
We believe in self-reliance ourselves.
And
that's why we rely upon our brothers and sisters to donate to us to keep us alive.
That's right. That's right.
School, preschool through high school. Name of our classes are. We don't call it first grade, second grade, third grade. We use names because our children move so fast. We get them at 2 years old. By the time they're 3.5, they're reading, writing, and subtracting. When they move up, sky's the limit. First class name is Kamal, required warrior. Second class is Hakika. Certain and truth. Next is Kita, those who stand strong and steadfast. Pabana, those who withstand the struggle. Jitihada, strivers. Kelfani, born to rule. Infano, example setters. Zulu, are the heavens.
Wow. That's what Zulu means, huh?
Yes, sir, my brother.
All right, folks. Y'all getting a history lesson here. We at the top of the hour, brother. And, folks, we're going to come back on the other side of this top of the hour break and speak with the founder and director of the first. And it's just incredible. This school has been there for a long time. When I was up at school, I'm telling you, folks, I made sure to do what I could. I helped out at the school. I raised money. We threw some parties, raised a little money we could, Baba Zulu, I recall.
Yes, sir, Baba.
We tried to show as much love as possible. And for what I want people to understand before I go to the break, D.C., it's a small city, and everybody knows everybody. I used to go down to WOL, Kathy Hughes AM station, and do public service announcements about what we were doing in the neighborhood. She let us do it. She'd be on the corner there at that party store at M Street and 7th. And I'm telling you, everybody know everybody there. Everybody care about one another. And that's what we got to get back to. That Ujima is about collective work, folks, getting together. And the Shule is school, and it's all about love. So we're going to come back on the other side of this break, Baba Zulu, and talk some more.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle, Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Walnut here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
You're
watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit, HD2.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
Yes, indeed, folks. We're back. Feedback is hot today. We shutting down African History Month with a bang. That's what they should call it, African History Month. Well, it's Black History Month, and the love is flowing. And we got the founder and director, folks, of the nation's first independent African Center School, the Ujima Shule in Washington, D.C., founder and director, Dr. I'm going to go the whole way, El Senzingakulu Zulu. Now, Baba Zulu, what does that name represent fully?
Well, the name was given to me, Baba, when I was really in a SNCC. You know, the brother said, Baba Zulu, you need another name, man. You can't continue to have no slave name. I said, you're right, my brother. So he gave me El Senzingakulu Zulu. El means the of the first, and Senzingakulu means something of great importance, and Zulu means out the heavens. Wow. So he gave me that name, and I so appreciate it. And when I was in Africa, 1990, I think, yeah, I was in Stu as an African chief. So I give African naming ceremonies. I do African weddings. So everybody in the school must wear African clothing. They must have an African name. Our school is a vegan school. Mm-hmm. And, I think earlier you was talking about manhood and woman training. What would you want me to say about the manhood and woman training about?
Well, I wanted to go there, but you didn't took me in such a direction talking about.
Don't move there yet. Continue.
I wanted to I'm telling you what you just was saying about the school is just took me in the direction with the vegan piece. Because folks, I'm gonna tell you the food, because health is so important. And when I would volunteer at the school, you would make this barbecue tofu. Folks, it tasted just like ribs, folks. It was so delicious. And folks, you learn to eat healthy. The children, this school goes from preschool all the way through high school, folks. So you learning at every level how to be the full person. And I'll never forget, you guys catered I think it was the second Melanin Conference. It was over at the Blackburn Center at Howard University.
Yes, sir.
And matter of fact, we had a guest on a few months ago that's related to Dr. Leonard Jeffries. And I know Dr. Leonard Jeffries was on the dais. Dr. Francis Cress-Wells was on the dais. I met Sister Susan Taylor at the event. And folks, this gentleman, you are connected to so many dignitaries. And they come through the school.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about some of what have the people that have come through that school and graced the folks with information.
Yes, sir. Dr. Yusuf Ben, Dr. Ben, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Amos Wilson, The Blueprint for Black Power, Baba. I hope the people will read that book. Yes. And before the children leave Ujima and the Zulu class last in the senior class, they must read that 900-page book for that whole year and give reports on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have Sarah James, of course, Dr. Francis Cress-Wells. Dr. Francis Cress-Wells was the first person to speaking about a graduation at Ujamaa School. We've had Minister Farrakhan here. We had, of course, Van Sertiman. Baba.
Just incredible.
And so many others, Baba.
Now, I know on the 50th anniversary, you guys had Dr. Maulana Karenga down.
Oh, yes. Dr. Maulana Karenga, yes. He's been here several times, Baba, speaking for us, Baba. In fact, he was on the radio this morning on WOL.
Okay. And see, folks, this is what people got to start understanding. We got to make sure schools like this thrive. Because we have schools here, like we got Insa Roma Institute here in Detroit, African Center School. And, we trying to get some things done, and it's a lot of people here connected to the African Center movement. I'm sure some of them know you because you've been doing this a long time. You had mentioned a sister from Detroit. And like I said, we had Sister Shoshana Shakur on a couple of weeks ago. She is the sister of Chokwe Lumumba, who passed away. It was the mayor of Jackson, Mississippi. And it's just, folks, it's so important that we know this Black history. And it's deeper than that because what's the difference? Because I know the whole movement started in the 60s for Black African Center studies in the colleges, in the universities, and it went to the schools. And a lot of people get Black studies mixed up from African Center studies. What's the difference?
Hey, Baba, you're absolutely right. The Black Study program primarily talk about Africans born here in terms of a lot of all of the things which we basically created. And also the Black Studies teach you to be African, be proud of yourself being Black. Now African Black is primarily the same, but we've been brainwashed. We have not been taught who we are. So people do not want to be called African. They want to be called, remember now, it started from Negro, then Afro-American, then African-Americans. So people now begin to believe now more that we are African people now.
Yes.
To create in the minds of our brothers and sisters that now that we are Africans, because we must understand that we are from Africa, and the white man teaches against Africa, and how dirty and all that. They got cities in Africa and all that, Baba, and it's beautiful. If you go to Africa, man, I urge everybody to go home.
Mm-hmm. Now I know some of my family members went down to Zambia and picked up some land down there.
Oh,
and, great. I know a lot of the family members wasn't happy about it because, unfortunately, my auntie was down there and she passed away there in Zambia. And everybody's like, why you going to Africa? So it's a battle to get people to understand their roots in there because they don't know who they connected to in Africa. So a lot of times they don't see the connection because they pulled us apart so far from who we are that it's almost like we starting from ground zero.
Yes, sir, Baba. And not only Africa, if not been for Africa, the world would be suffering because they get everything from Africa. For example, I'm talking on the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's certain components in this phone cannot operate without African minerals.
That's where that lithium, yep.
Yes, sir. And not only gold, diamond, it's the richest continent. It's the richest continent on the face of the earth. Even though we're the second continent, but we're the richest continent.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's why, we got to know that we the first. And if we started behaving as if we the first and the best, we can knock down some of these roadblocks, and because we're going to have to destroy white supremacy. It's going to have to be destroyed and thrown in the garbage heap because it ain't no good for the world and it's a disaster.
Definitely, Baba. And let me say this, and let me run back to it again, Baba. I cannot forget. He's from Detroit, Baba. Oberdelli.
Okay.
Imari Oberdelli. He speak here. And Chogway, as you spoke about earlier. But Oberdelli, who was chairman of the Republic of New Africa. He's from Detroit, Michigan, Baba.
All right, yes.
He spoke here many, many times.
And I know you mentioned him. And for folks who don't know, Google the Republic of New Africa. Their brothers had started down in Mississippi, but they came to Detroit and had a big meeting here. And they wanted to assemble some people to put together a constitution to say, look, we need land that belongs to us.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yes, sir.
And unfortunately, you know, they always find a way to break up what we're trying to do. And it didn't. Unfortunately, people don't know that. But you had told me about that, and I went and looked it up. And yes, indeed, for Detroit is like the progenitor for a lot of stuff. My buddies, I want to get my buddy down there, Shakir Bakari Williams, just wrote a book called The Enemy Within. And I've told him, look, man, get over there to the Shule and tell Baba Zulu you know me, and he'll talk to you, he'll get you on here, even put together some kind of platform for you to speak to the kids. So, I mean, I want these guys to get down there and understand that that's a spot. If we don't keep it open, it would be too much to even think about that. So we're not even going to go there.
Baba.
We ain't even
they trying their best, Baba, to take this building. We're the only black thing in this area now, except Charlotte Baptist Church and Ujamaa School. Yeah, they want this building bad, man. They stepping up their program to try to close us down, man. But we're fighting them as we speak.
Yes, indeed. And you heard that now. We got to get on the ball, people. Let's raise this $1 million. Let's raise $1 million. I know he say he don't need $1 million, but everybody need $1 million. We can do it. All these folks out here claiming they got money and everything. I want at least 500 of y'all to donate 1,000. I've already donated over 1,500 folks. I'm going to donate more because I know you can't take it with you. You don't know when your last day is. Do something good with each day and make something happen. So Baba Zulu, I'm going to be back down there, and I'm off in July. I'm probably going to try to get on down there and have some more money for you, Baba Zulu.
Hey, bro, let me give people the address
yes,
if they like to send us a check or anything like that, Baba, or Cash App us, okay?
Yes, sir.
The address, if you want to send a check, is 1554 8th, the number 8th Street Northwest, 2001, Washington, D.C. That's 1554, the number 8th Street Northwest, Washington, D.C., 2001.
Yep.
It's put Ujamaa School, UJAMAA School. UJAMAA School. Or if you'd like to Cash App us, it's just a $, and Ujamaa, UJAMAA School. UJAMAA School.
And I'll definitely have the link to that on everybody when we get to show up on Facebook as well as YouTube so they can see where to donate. And things, and I got a little sidetrack. We was gonna talk about that manhood, womanhood piece, but I just also like to mention that one of my cousins was in the movement, Alphaeus Hunting Jr. And that's one of my cousins, and he was assistant dean over Howard University, and matter of fact, he was executive director with the Council on Pan-African Affairs, and he moved over and worked with W.B. Du Bois at the end of his life.
Should mention too that we are Pan-Africanists out teaching from Pan-African perspective and nationalists, and of course we also, we advocate the doctrine of Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, and Patrice Lumumba, and many others.
Yes, indeed. And you guys have you've put some great folks out into this world. I mean, doctors, lawyers, engineers, just about everything you could imagine, haven't you?
Oh, yes, my brother. Yes, sir. I just had one of my sisters, but she moved back to D.C., and she's architect, engineer, and she came to our Moja Carmel and the Kwanzaa program, and we were so prized, man. She gave us a big check, Baba.
All right.
I so appreciate that. And we have lawyers, doctors, nurses, farmers, Baba, name them.
Yes, and you even got rappers. They got a YouTube piece on put it on my page. A brother, the Isa name, he rapping, and he said he went to the Ujima school and learned how to be a man. So that's how we gonna go transfer to this manhood, womanhood piece. What do the kids learn to move to that next stage in their lives, into manhood and womanhood?
Yeah, but what we've discovered, man, even living in America, we find that we need manhood and womanhood training. In our classes, we teach through the eyes of Africa, and all the brothers and sisters, we teach them to be respectful and sharing at all time. We ask them to don't forget to be humble, respectful, sharing, and direct.
Mm-hmm.
And so the manhood training, we put always on Tuesday evening. The sisters, I should say, the mamas will teach the young sisters, and the babas, who are the fathers, teach the men. At the school, we consider ourselves a family school. We consider that all the children are our children, even all the children in public school. But you got to be careful these days, try to correct them, because you make it hurt. But unfortunate. But so we teach them how to respect each other, share with each other, how to defend themselves, how to not to really try. For example, if you want to live, we try to teach them how to maintain themselves, and how to speak to brothers who talk to you from another language that you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So not to be big and bad, but to be kind and be firm.
Right.
And
Yes,
we teach the sisters and brothers how to sew. We teach them how to cook. We teach them how to be mothers and fathers. 'Cause one day they're going to be mother and fathers.
That's right. That's right.
And so we teach them all those things and many more, Baba, that the mamas will come with the curriculum and the babas will come with the curriculum. Whatever that is necessary, that confront them in life as we live on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And you got to folks. They got a Facebook page. You just put in Ujima Shule. It'll pop up. You guys also have a website.
Yes, sir.
And you could just Google it. It'll show you right there, ujimaschool.com. And it'll let you know everything about the school and its history. Now, I know last year you had your 55th anniversary. Are we doing anything this year?
Yes, sir. We're having our 56th anniversary this year.
All right.
It's going to be April the 12th.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's going to be on a Friday evening, but April the 12th. This year we decided to do something called Night Out in Africa. We're going to be celebrating the 56 years of teaching education with African culture.
All right.
Also, this year we have a graduate. We have a young brother going to be graduating this year. He got to decide all the school that have been accepted to. He's been accepted at Morehouse, Howard University, and Hampton.
All right.
UCLA.
Okay.
Anyway, it does. So you got to decide what school you want to go to. And we truly believe that, my sister, if we don't start sticking together, start helping each other, doing for self, it's going to get worse for us, man.
You ain't kidding.
But we got to stick together. And as I said, we do not accept any European funding, no government funding. We believe in self-reliance, the funds coming direct from our own people. And I must mention this sister, I'm just thinking about it. Mama Khadijah, Baba. She's living in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know where she's listening up.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to find
Ernestine Thomas.
Okay.
She has contributed so much to the school. So much, Baba. So much. She even gave up her house sports to teach that for a while.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir, Baba.
That's that Detroit love right there.
Yeah, boy.
I'm just so blessed here. Baba Zulu, we had this book. I met this brother down in North Carolina. I went down to Dudley Products. They had a business fair back in the 90s. Named Michael D. Woods. I don't know if you're familiar with this book, Afro-Mation, 366 Days of American History. Oh, man, it's got all kind of beautiful things. I'm going to have to get you. It's hard to find them. And even if you go on Amazon, because the books are so, they are collector's items now. But every day has some great things that happen on that day. Give me a birthday that you'd like for me to go through here and check what happened on that date.
All right, January 11th.
January 11th. Let's see, 111. It's a beautiful thing. I like 111. Yes, indeed. Folks, the brother named Michael D. Woods. This book is out of print now, but, you know, you got to battle for stuff that you want. It don't come easy. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. How about that? Boy, it's always something connected to something. 1985, Reuben Anderson became the first African-American to be appointed to the Mississippi State Supreme Court. How about that? Is that a connection? Whew. And then you had, in 1900, a brother named Wilbur DeParis was a jazz trombonist born in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Yes, indeed, folks. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful thing. We down to the end of the show, Baba Zulu. I'm telling you, folks, you got to definitely take care of business. Cash App, send a check over to the school. The video was great. What do you want to leave the people with this morning?
Bob, I want to say we are. I am because of you, and you are because of me.
Yes.
I can't do anything without you, my brothers and sisters, but with you, we can do everything. And then we said, free the mind, free the land, and free us as a people.
Yes, indeed.
We must work together in order to get that done.
I love it.
Baba.
I love it. Well, Baba Zulu, I just want to thank you for giving us your time today. The lines are lit up. They want to talk to you. But I wanted to make sure you had everything you had to say and got that out. That was so important. Folks, I'm going to pick up your calls for the end of the show. Baba Zulu, I love you. You know you're going to see me soon, and we're going to get this. We're going to get these finances to take care of this business.
Yes, sir, Baba. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Tell everybody in D.C. a lot of love to them.
I love too, Bob. Thank you so much, my brother.
No, thank you. Folks, indeed, incredible show today. Baba Zulu gave us his time, and I'm telling you, I'm just, as always, I'm overwhelmed. It don't get no better than that. Let me pick up these calls because they calling in. They want to know what's happening. They want to say something.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go, Baba Zulu. Love you.
Thank you, Baba. Yes, sir. All right. Quiet. Thank you. Quiet.
Who we speaking with? You on the line on feedback today. We got 6 minutes. Talk to us. Who we speaking with? They was on the line too long. Now I guess they out of here. Who we got here? Good morning. You're on feedback with Mark Cummings. Talk to us. Who am I speaking with? Okay. Have I lost them? I'm not getting them, but they calling in, but they ain't picking up. Well, folks, once again, I'm telling you, Baba Zulu been doing great work for a long time. And it don't get no better than that. And just the fact that we got to make sure these schools, independent center schools, are around. I put him and Bob Law together to do some things. And let me see. We're getting these calls. I want to get one of these calls in. You on feedback. Talk to us. Who we talking with? Hello? Yeah, I'm hitting the black button, but we ain't getting new. Hello? Ain't getting nobody coming through. But it's okay, folks. You know how we do here. There's always some things happen, but it's only 5 minutes left in the show. So, you know, call him. We're going to get in touch with Sister Theo. Okay, let's get this call. They can call back. Let's get them this time.
Can you hear?
Now I can hear you, sister.
Okay, yeah, because I heard the other lady too. She kept saying hello, but you couldn't hear her.
Okay.
But anyway, quickly, there's going to be a Board of Police Commissioner meeting, 1301 3rd Street, and that's tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Now, we also got that vote, folks, tomorrow. Your presidential primary.
I did an early vote, so I got mine in.
Okay, good. So
All right.
that's it. That's Sister Sylvia, the resident poet.
show.
How'd you like the show today? Sister Sylvia. Is she gone? All right, she out of there. All right, folks. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, come on in. Hood Research, join. We got the books for you. We got the connections. Get this shirt. This is my last shirt, 3X. Are you tired of racism? You better be, because we got to get through this stuff, this foolishness. Donate to the Shule. We can't have the First African Center School in trouble. Shouldn't be in any kind of financial trouble. We got all these folks out here, they say they got money and supposed to have billionaires and all the other stuff. Take care of our children. This man has been caring about our kids for 56 years. He was out there 18, freedom riding, putting his life on the line. Come on. This ain't even hard. This ain't even hard. Just want to thank everybody here. And, you know, Hood Research sponsors the piece. We on Twitter. We on Facebook. We got a show coming up in 2 weeks. We'll have Brother Rashawn Reeves. He got a movie coming out, The Woman in the Wall. We'll have Brother Anthony Brogdon back down in 2 weeks. You know the book, the Black Business book, folks. We'll talk about some more facts. He's going to be on every month. We partners. That's all it was all about, making these partnerships. And I'm telling you, that's a good thing. Just want to thank Theo Broughton and Reggie Crawford for coming together to put together Hood Research, do some great things. I'm going to let Baba Zulu know to call in on one of them Saturday calls and get the word out. It's almost there. It's almost the end of the show. And all I can say is I want these 6 people to call me. So you can 313-510-1250. Linda McCray, I ain't forgot about you. And let's get this merchandise for joining Hood Research. It's fun to be a part of this thing. And I also got the John Lewis T-shirts too. You know, these are historic now because the stamp is out. So you want one of these shirts cost $40. So you got to at least come in as a business to get those things. I bought a few of them because I knew it was going to be a part of this thing. Just once again, I want to thank R.J. Watkins, Henry Tyler. Running a radio and TV station is not easy. They got the best in the business at the controls, Brother Timothy Smith. And I just want to thank them all because we do this every Monday from 9 a.m. to 10:30. Ms. Broughton doesn't miss a week, and we get the word and information out to you. Great guests and the like. This was a great show. I want the phones to, if you want, you can call the school too. The number is 202-232-2997. Just call that number and say, I want to talk with Dr. Obaba Zulu, and I want to make a donation. And if you cash app him and he tell me you called, said you called from Detroit, I'm going to get a gift to you. We're going to get it done. Tim, I think that's it. We put on a great show. As always, Ms. Broughton would say peace and love to you. And when you know better, you do better. And we love you. Feedback, peace. The Beatty, a lot of love, brother.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am the Beatty Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback.